Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. This one? I think so. In the end, when we go outside, the sun has already set. It's just past 7:30. A little earlier, a little early, but since we don't have anything else to do, we should start searching for the vampire. Well then, shall we begin, Accurate? I turn around to face Accurate who is walking behind me. What, already? Didn't the sun just set? Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to start too early. We've been playing around long enough today, so we should just be serious at night, right? Accurate, let's stick to our decisions. Shiki, you're strangely serious. If you're this serious, then why did you break our promise yesterday? I couldn't help that. I couldn't even move. I really didn't intend to go before. Hey, yeah, if Akia didn't stop me, I probably would have gone ahead to the park in my condition. I see then, let's do that. With a slight, empty expression, Aki would say something I don't understand. Do what? You intended to go to the park, right, Shiki? We still have time, so if you didn't get it done yesterday, then isn't it okay if we do it now? She starts to run lightly. She really seems to be serious about going to the park. Hey, wait, hey. I run with all my strength so I don't lose sight of her. Park maxing. So even though you were complaining, you still kept up, Shiki. Akira laughs. Idiot, if I left you alone, you'd bother someone else. I desperately tried to catch my breath after running the whole way. I knew there were a lot of people here now. It's a bit unsettling since I can't feel their presence everywhere. Like I said, why won't you ever listen to what I have to say? I hear your voice all the time. Oh, then you hear me but you just ignore me? That's worse. I don't ignore you. If I answer whenever you scold me, you just call me an idiot so I stay quiet. Oh, then maybe I have a problem too. I still try to catch my breath. My school to this park is roughly 6 kilometers. Even if it was a little jog, going that far is too much for a heart like mine. It's not like she was running all that quickly. Actually, she seemed to be running slowly, but probably because of the effects of my amnesia, I don't feel too well. Are you okay, Shiki? You don't have to force yourself. Shouldn't you rest on the bench? I'll do that. Once I'm rested up, we'll go to the city again and cure it. Sheesh. I'm happy you're motivated, but isn't it too early? Nero was like that too, but vampires don't move around unless it's their time. Since they won't move around until they sense deep night, it's okay to kill a little time here. If that's how it was, then she should have told me earlier. Sitting on the bench, I stare at the clock aimlessly. It's just past 9 o'clock. The people around me have gone away, and the night deepens quickly. For some reason, Akui doesn't sit down, but paces back and forth as if she was bored. The hands of the clock tick by. It's been 2 hours since we came here. Phew. I started to settle down, and there's no one around now. The night starts to deepen. Akui, is it alright now? Yeah, it's alright. She agrees with me, but she doesn't really seem enthusiastic yet. You've been acting strange since before, Kurit. Is there something wrong? Not really, I was just concerned about that bandaged man you told me about. Kurit sighs as she ponders to herself. Oh, that's right. Shiki, last night someone hit me on me before. Here, huh? I'm saying some guys are talking to me here. No, I heard you. I just thought you said you were thinking about that bandaged man though. I was, that's why I remembered. Just like when you were attacked, someone started to talk to me. I see, well, that's good. Just looking from the outside, you're a beautiful person, so if you were waiting outside by yourself, it's entirely natural for a guy to talk to you. I give a serious response. Sometimes I'm a little too honest. You think so? I thought it was an enemy at first, but I remembered you saying something before about how I always stand out, so after studying him briefly, I saw he was just a normal human. Wait a minute, don't tell me you did something to him trying to hit on you. No, I didn't do anything. I just talked to him a little and made him forget about it, but even if I did remember what you said, I might have. I see. Good job, Akuid. I guess even you can make distinctions. Of course, it would have to take someone like you to make me angry. She seems to say this with some amusement, but it's natural for someone to get angry if they were killed. I say it as I glance around the park. A month ago, if those serial killings never started occurring, there would still be young couples hanging around and the figures of students hanging about. But now, the only ones talking here are Akud and me. I can't really think about my current situation. Does Winter Tonoshiki step off onto the path of such a world? Who knows? Ah. Hey, see, a good sunny calls out to me. What, did something happen? I don't know. Yeah, see? Look at the clock. It's time. She points to the clock, the park's clock while giving a full smile. Looking, it's 10 o'clock now. What does 10 o'clock mean? The promised time. The promise back onto my words to meet here at 10 o'clock at night. Last night. The promised time I couldn't keep. My words got stuck in my throat. Why does such a trivial thing suddenly cause my chest to tighten? Why does such a trivial thing make her so happy? I really don't understand. I spent all my day with her today, but I never felt like she was really a vampire. Let me ask you something. Stop, Ishuki. Yeah, what is it? Are you... Don't ask her that. Am I what? Really a vampire? What kind of answer are you hoping for? A vampire? What's that? What's with that all of a sudden, Shuki? It's not all of a sudden. I was just thinking. I look away. Huh? I can't tell if you're really stubborn or not. I don't really mind, but that's pretty insulting. Tell me why you're asking that. There's no reason. But at the same time, there's no proof she's a vampire either, so... Well, you said you don't even like to see blood. What kind of vampire is that? You even said you weren't a full vampire, but a vampire that hasn't sucked blood isn't a vampire, is it? That's not it. Isn't it just that Tonoshiki deep inside wishes she wasn't a vampire? Shiki, stand up. The kid approaches the park bench. I stand up. Our eyes meet. We're about 2 meters apart. Akuda gives a huge sigh and suddenly grins. I guess you're right. I even thought about it myself. I wonder, is Akuda Bloodstone really a vampire? She laughs. That's a relief. I thought this question would insult her, but thankfully she seems to have taken it as a joke. Yeah, you really don't look like a vampire at all. Haha, Akuda laughs again. Then shall we try? She says, still smiling. Try, eh? Shall we see if I can really drink blood? If I could, can you give me a prize, Shiki? Whose blood? Mine? What? With that smile still on her face, she takes a step closer. Ba-ba-da-bow, ba-bow, ba-bow, ba-bow. Tap tap. Her footsteps echo in the air. I know she's joking. Still, I can't move at all. What? But I can't even finish. It's not her powers, but me who stops. Closer. One step, another step. Looking down bit by bit. Not even able to lift a single finger. I'm transfixed by her lips. Oh, okay. Shiki, you said I wasn't a full vampire, but a sweet voice that seems to echo in the back of my head. Another step, and the footstep stops. You know drinking blood is very easy. I hear that voice right by my ear. Oh, okay. Her body weight presses up against me. My throat freezes and I can't even speak. I can only feel her breath on my neck. It's hot like a burning fire. Ah, I stop calling her name. With my own will I stop it, because I know if I call out her name she'll pull away. Her breath is so close. Her white fingers on my shoulder are trembling. She's scared. My mind is blank and I'm not scared at all, but Akuta's the one who's shaking. I can't see her face, but the swelling of her breath on my neck and the feeling of her trembling body against mine, it changes from a weak breeze to heavy breathing. Akuid? It was supposed to be a joke. Her voice shakes. The finger on my shoulders starts to cease their trembling. Instead, they dig into my shoulder like a bird's talons. Gah. A faint gasp escapes me, but her claws do not let up. They sink in as if not allowing me to escape. I'm sorry, I just joked around it too much. I'm sorry, so can you let go? Shiki. My fingers don't move. This isn't good. My mind screams in warning and I gather up all my strength. My arms push away before that pain shoots through my shoulders. My arms can't move at all. Her vice-like grip onto my shoulders causes my arms to go numb. Am I dying? I can feel her breath grow even wilder against my neck. Maddening. Her teeth almost touching my neck. No. After the grip increases one more time, from her white fingers, a Akut flies back, practically screaming. Panting fills the air. Heavy, hard breathing echoes throughout the park. My ragged breathing, Akut's trembling breaths. Shiki! Her entire body shaking. She grasps as if to sucking the entire atmosphere as she stares in disbelief at her own 2 hands. Her white fingertips are now dripping with my blood. The redness flows from her fingers to her palms, and then along her arms. She looks at it, and seems to be on the verge of collapse. Akira just now was. I call out to her. Looking up from the blood on her hands, she meets my gaze. Shiki. Yeah, I'm here. Just now was a joke, but it seems like it went a little too far. I said I wanted to let this end just as a joke, but I guess it didn't work out. Shishiki, Her eyes lose sanity and got very thirsty. Her convulsions become deep, and even now she seems like she's crumbling to the floor, the ground. Please go home, Shiki. I'm gonna die when I'm trying to go home, but okay. Hey, accurate with that, she starts to run. She disappears fast, not like she ran before, where she was taking me into account. With a speed I couldn't even match, if I sprinted with all my strength, she vanished into the night towards the city. What? She thinks I can just go back after seeing her like that? That idiot, where is she going when she's in that much pain? I can't just go back home yet, cause I'll die if I go back home. Even though I don't know where to find her, I start to run around, go after her into the town. I don't see her anywhere. The city is too big and it's nearly impossible for a single person to track her down when she leaves no trace behind. I'd be much more likely to find her if I predicted where she's going to go rather than blindly searching. Then, uh, oh, geez, an option. So, Akira's apartment, the commercial district, or the school. Would she be at the school? Well, she owns the apartment, and Roa would be at the school. So I'm going to the commercial district. So why would I go to the commercial district? I don't know. I'll search the shopping district. Even though she was in so much pain, she's not the kind of person to rest because of it. She told me to go back. In other words, she was saying she won't be going back. I think she plans on finding the vampire by herself. Then I'll go to the shopping district and find the vampire or the dead before she does. I currently can't find them, but I can spot the dead if I take off my glasses. Alright. Taking off my glasses and grimacing from the slight headache, I run to the shopping district. Purple. Ugh. The pain races through my forehead. I'm not particularly concentrated on looking for lines, but it seems running through the town without my glasses on is a huge burden on my brain. Damn it. Still, I'm not finding anything. All the people walking through this shopping district have normal lines on them. I don't see anyone painted with the disjointed scribbles I saw before. Wow. I rub my temples with my fingers. As long as I have my glasses off, this headache would only get worse. Still, I can't give up this easily. Taking a deep breath, I start to run through the shopping district once more. Okay. I start to pant from exhaustion. The exhaustion from running, coupled with the pain in my head, makes me nauseous. No matter how many times I run around, I can't find any dead or anything out of the ordinary. Lifting up my hand to my forehead, I feel a feverish heat. It really does feel like I have a high fever. Damn it, I'm not done yet. I tell myself this as I start to run once more, and then, not here, but somewhere far away. In a narrow alley between two buildings, I can see something like sparks flying in the air. No more accurately, it feels like the points of death are shooting forth and disappearing. There's no mistake. It's exactly the same as when Akira defeated the dead before. She is in that condition is fighting by herself. Found her. Forgetting my pain and weariness, I dashed towards the alley. Okay. The entrance to the alley. I went to the narrow path between the buildings. Death is flying through the air and fading away. How many is she fighting? There's an enormous amount of it. Gee, I can hardly bear it. As I run into the alley, my spine groans in protest. Yeah, as if I so slowly but surely slicing through my spine, a pain works its way from inside me. Many things scream at me. They say where I'm going is too dangerous and I have to go back. Shut up. But that goes without saying, the amount of death there isn't normal. Inside, I know something terrible is happening inside this alley, but I can't turn back now. I can't leave Akira alone. If I run away here, she might go off and die. I can't shake off that feeling and enter the alley filled with death. Dread. What? My mind freezes. What I see is surreal. Scattered all across the ground are the fingers of numerous people. Faceless, limbless, stomach sliced open, the corpse bathed entirely in crimson. Underwater ground, even on the moon overhead. Everything here is just dread. A dull, sickening sound. The last human-shaped figure, full of lines, expires from my hands. With a single hand, she smashes the head of the dead into the wall, squishing it like a tomato. As if not satisfied, she tears the headless body vertically in half and smashes it onto the ground. I cue it. The wall is now only filled with red in the moonlight. The center of it all stands accurate. She doesn't notice I'm here. She looks up at the moon in a trance and breathing heavily. I can't speak. The pain inside me reaches a feverish pitch. It seems like the saw has cut all the way through creak. My entire mind is screaming I shouldn't be here. I don't want to die, it shouts. Then Akira's eyes suddenly shift. Hello. Her eyes aren't her usual crimson, but a golden flare. It's not that our eyes have met. It's just that I looked at those eyes. Thump. My blood races through my entire body. My mind is jolted. At first, a sense of overwhelming crisis. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be in front of that thing. It will kill. It will kill you. You can't stand up to it. That creature is on an entirely different level. No matter of how high or lower, but something beyond evaluation. Before that thing just being there means death. Thump. My entire body throbs. At first it was fear, then a desire to kill, because that thing shouldn't exist. So kill it. Hurry up and kill it. Kill it here. Kill it now. In the name of this blood, take that thing here and destroy it. My heart pounds furiously. I know there's no way I can face it, but my entire body screams for me to kill it. What a contradiction. Is it telling me to kill it, even though I know it's gonna kill me? Is it telling me that I don't want to be killed, so kill it instead? Yeah, no, I'm not here. Those eyes, I must not look at those golden eyes. I know this, but I can't escape her eyes. Thump, thump. My blood boils, a stimulating throb of my blood, but there's something else that tries to burst through my consciousness. Yeah, why do I want to kill? Are you going to kill me before being killed because you don't want to die? No, that's not a reason. There's no need for a reason to kill. Be honest, Tonoshiki. Is the reason I killed you the first time because Ro was inside of me? Or like some part of him was inside of me? Already from a long time ago you wanted to take this woman and shut up. No, your reason and consciousness should shut up. That's how it should be. I just want her. I want to cure it. Remember the feelings from that time. You knew from the first time you saw her. That's the time you killed that creature with your hands and lost your virginity as a killer. Ah. Ah? Yes. I wanted all of it. You want to murder her? Her heart, her body, her tears, her saliva, her blood, her flesh, sin and punishment, desire and impatience. Yeah. My breathing is out of control. I can't get a grip of my mind. Your eyes are consuming me. Those swing golden eyes. That is something that cannot be killed, no matter how much I kill it. Well, they can be killed when they're in their human state. You already beat them like half to death. Shiki, quickly realizes I'm here. As soon as she sees I am fixated to her eyes, she changes them to their crimson color. But by now it's far too late. I bring out my knife and push Akua down. A powerless body is easy to push. I staple straddle her. One arm at her neck, the other arm holding my knife over her head. All that's left is to strike between her breasts. Calm down. This isn't what you want, Cheeky. I can hear her voice. The core of my brain starts to overheat. Shut up, my arms tighten around her neck. She painfully lifts her chin. I can't believe it. With all her strength, she can't even free this one arm right now. Cheeky. Feeling painfully, Akut coughs at my name. Thump. My heart beats hard in my chest. I pant and pant. My breathing is out of control. My vision is blurry and indistinct. This fire inside me, I have to release it right now. Panting, I slowly start to move. I move my hips over down her shoulder. Breathe, spreading my legs, I push myself between them. What? She looks at me uncertainly. That look makes my heart pound, panting and panting. I need to skip this, sweating. My shot. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. There's only one thing to be done. I can't do something she doesn't want. Sure. I didn't expect a choice in that. Exactly, I wasn't sane either. I was so thirsty I couldn't control myself. So I found some of the dead and tried to replace that urge with the urge to destroy to shave it off. But I was unable to hold myself back. So that's why you saw my mystic eyes when you came. Suddenly I felt odd from that time. I saw your golden eyes, but that's just that. I with my own will. No, that's wrong. Shiki, my mystic eyes of enchantment completely captivate whoever looks upon them. I think that's why you started to feel all those sexual desires. That can't be right. But even if she wasn't controlling me, I might still like her. Anyway, this was all because of my carelessness. I'm sorry, Shiki. I manipulated your body without any regards to your feelings. Her gaze shifts away as she says this. Being apologized to like this hurts my heart. But I didn't feel like I was manipulated at all. Rather, it seems like I used it. I used it to obey my own lust. Accurate eye. Don't apologize. Shiki, this was all an accident. I don't forget about it, so please forget about it too. I think it's better for the both of us that way. Sure. Saying that, she starts to walk quietly. Accurate. At think this is enough for tonight. I killed all those dead tonight, so it's probably useless to search any further. That's fine, but what do we do with that mountain of dead bodies? Someone finds it, there'll be trouble. There's no need to worry. Once someone becomes a vampire and dies, they won't leave a trace. Those who refuse to return to the earth become ashes, be scattered in the wind once they die. They'll return and disperse on their own in a while. With that turning around, she disappears from the alley with weak steps. I can't stop her now. I still feel the sensation of chewing on both my hands. Idiot. What a stupid idiot I am, I groan to myself. In the alley, which became a state of tragedy, I look up in the moon in this remorse. Am I gonna get die? I don't know. I stopped my character, so... Yo, next day actually, so I guess not. Verminal Crimson Moon 2. Okay. It's morning, it certainly is morning. I open my eyes and put on the glasses near my bed. Looking out the window, I see a cloudless blue sky. Even though a flawless morning greets me, I can't help but feel down. There's no need to wonder why. What happened with the crew last night sticks in the back of my mind, and the accompanying guilt troubles me. She said we should forget about it, but I can't forget such a thing. You can't. I look at both my hands. His fingers still remember how cute it felt. Even also remember the texture of her skin and her cool gliding body temperature. I wasn't thinking at all back then, but I remember it all now. After doing such a thing, I quit said to forget and pretend like it never happened. But while I regret it totally, I can't even forget it one bit. What I regret is not being able to control myself back then. If I didn't touch her like some animal, if I touched her more like a human, how would things have been? I knew it. I didn't lose myself by looking into her golden eyes. I didn't realize it, but I was caught up by her for a long time to realize such a simple thing just now. The morning in the Eternal Mansion is the same as always. He's who comes to wake me. Akia and Kawaku-san are in the sitting room and we greet each other briefly before we go to school. The same as always. Yet I feel so empty I can't even respond properly when people talk to me and I leave the mansion vacantly. Bum 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 bum. The students streaming through the gates are all bright and cheerful. Oh yeah. Today is Saturday, is it? My sense of time has totally disappeared since Akira came into my life. The first time I met her was on Friday. A week ago in the morning, she was waiting for me at the intersection in front of school. She was smiling, I think. You can't think of it, she was smiling. Even though she was waiting for the one who killed her, she was waiting for the killer. She was shaking with excitement in her eyes. I wonder why. If she comes tonight, maybe I'll ask her. After thinking out loud, my spirit sinks further. She probably won't come to the park. The fear that last night was our final meeting turns over in my mind. My heart is heavy and everything else feels empty. I may not be able to see her again. Maybe. The regret hangs around me like a leaden chain. I think it should be fine, actually. I think that's good enough positive points for that to survive. And also, the day was a continuation of the last one, so I don't think I went on to like a bad day. I sit at my desk. It's about 5 minutes until homeroom starts. I stare outside blankly, not wanting to do anything. Hello, you're delinquent. You skipped class yesterday. What the heck were you doing, Tona-kun? I let out a huge, heavy sigh. You sure would, but today I don't feel like talking with Amiko at all. What's with you? You don't look happy at all. You didn't come to school yesterday and now you come back as an empty shell. If you're like that, school's no fun. Amiko stumps his shoulders exaggeratedly. Amiko, sorry, but can you leave me alone today? If I'm not here, you can talk with Senpai. Actually, isn't that better for you? Huh? Senpai? I don't know any third-year students. Yeah, if you erased your memory. What are you saying? Seal Senpai in the third year, not second. Well, sometimes she thinks she's younger, but Senpai is a Senpai after all. Seal Senpai? Who's that? Are there any foreigner students at our school? He seriously tilts his head in thought. What are you saying? The Senpai is Japanese. No, wait. No one ever said she was Japanese. Not no one said she was, but everyone calls her Seal Senpai. That's what I'm saying. Who is this Senpai? What's wrong, Tono? Are you sick or something? I am. But, yeah. I can't hear his banter. I don't have time for this banter. What? That's right. Why didn't I realize such an obvious inconsistency? Seal isn't a Japanese name at all. Even though I know her, I don't even know her full name. I don't know anyone called Seal. I don't even know what class she's in. To begin with, when I first met her, Why did I feel like I knew her for a long time? I think in her story she was like French or something. My chair clatters as I quickly stand up. What's wrong, Tono? You've been acting too funny. I'm going to the office. Sorry, but please say that I'm here during attendance. Okay, how are you gonna pull that one off? Turning away from Ariko, whose head is tilted in confusion, and dash out of the classroom. Are you gonna say you're in the infirmary or something? Well, you're not technically in attendance, but okay. I investigated the third-year roster for the name seal, but as expected, there isn't anywhere to be seen. To be sure, I asked the teachers in the office, but none of them remember Seal Senpai. Yes, that makes sense. The end of classes, beginning on Saturday, right after home, all of my classmates scatter and run out the room. Saturday is finally here, but I don't feel like doing anything. Feeling like the dead, I walk home by myself. I'm not gonna die, am I? Hopefully not. Oh, I'm home. Cool. Welcome back, Shuki-sama. Fisu greets me as I return. Even though she's waited all this time, I can't even return a greeting and I go to my room. Sup, Fisu? Am I gonna die? I don't think so. After dinner, I return to my room. It's close to the promised time with the Kurid. Should I be going then? I don't even know if she's coming. Still, I swore never to break a promise again, so I have to go. Sure, let's see. I arrive at the park shortly before 10. Oh, there's absolutely no one here. Sitting on the bench, I stare at the clock and wait for the Kurid to come. Oh, yeah, I'll wait. Why would I return to the mansion? It's a black screen. It's now 11 o'clock. I waited and no one came. This is so sad. The park is completely still, as if entirely frozen. There's no fresh flow of air, nor the presence of anyone approaching. There's no sign of a Kurid coming. Time passes by meaninglessly. I'll still wait. I'm not going to return to the mansion. I'll wait however long I need to wait. Both my hands on the clock Both hands on the clock approach the top of the dial. Oh, it's 12 o'clock now. Okay. That's an interesting way to say that. It's been 2 hours since I came here, but yet there's no sign of a Kurid. I still wait. We can wait longer. The hands point to, 12. Yeah, did you just say that? It's still 2 hours past the promised time. Phew. I slouch on the bench and sigh. She might not come after all. I don't know. But I don't feel like going back. Yeah, wait until the morning, damn it. I lie on the bench in frustration, and then, huh? Wait a minute. I think I saw a flash of white behind the rest area. Besides, it moves as soon as I saw it. I stood up from the bench and stride towards the rest area, as if it knew it couldn't hide anymore. The white figure shows its face. Oh, hi, Akuid. Aha, you found me. Akuid appears more cheerful than ever. Akuid, you. Huh? What? You really came. I blurt that out because I still can't believe it. Of course, we promised, yeah. I was here for what? Like 2 hours or whatever. I came out about 10 minutes before you did. About 10 minutes before you did. She looks the other way. 10 minutes before I came before 10 o'clock, and she came earlier. Why? If you were here before, why didn't you tell me you were waiting there? I wanted to watch you while I was hiding. I see. Even though she doesn't act any different, you don't seem bothered about what happened last night. That's why she couldn't show her face. She faced me directly and was hiding. Sorry, that's right. It's not that simple. Yeah, you never even knew I was here. I was waiting for you to notice. I was planning on meeting in a different way this time, but you ruined it by spacing out. Ruined what? Akira, you weren't hiding because you felt awkward. Why? I was a little bored, so I wanted to play around. She says it lightly, not even knowing an inkling of the frustration I felt. Play around, you. Joy I felt after meeting her fades instantly. It's not a mood where I have to think about what I should do after seeing her. As usual, she acts at her own pace without even understanding how I feel. I fill my lungs with a deep breath of night air. I'm less angry than surprised. My own disbelief she is acting normally. Well, normal for her. As proof it feels like my heart laden with impurities has just cleared anew. Man, you win. I don't even mind waiting for 2 hours, it's kinda whatever. Really? I thought you were just zoned out. No, not about the hide and go seek. Oh well, it's useful putting into words. I'm glad you came. To be honest, I thought I'd never see you again. You thought so after only waiting 2 hours? That's not it. It's because of last night, I thought you would never meet again. That won't do, Shuki. I said to just forget about it. Ikue says this weakly. Ah, idiot. I'm such an idiot. It's not she thought she was acting completely normal, but I was wrong. She was acting that way so I wouldn't feel bad. Sorry, I was an idiot. I don't have any right to yell at you anymore. I said it's okay. If anyone is to blame, it's me. So just forget about it. Isn't that better for the both of us? She tries to fool us both by speaking cheerfully. Fool us by last night, fool us about how bothered she is. But telling me to forget about with that expression, how can I forget? No, I wasn't apologizing for last night. I'm an idiot because I can't forget about something I should forget. Shiki, since this morning all I thought about was you. All I could think about was how I should apologize to you and what to say after I saw you. So I can't forget about it just now. Ikue looks away. I can't look at her either. It is something that I said something I shouldn't have. I can't look into her eyes. She doesn't respond. I can't either, and a long silence begins. I don't know how long the two of us stood there. Ikue nods slightly. Yet to tell you the truth, I couldn't forget about it either, Shiki. Ikue blushes as he says this with some difficulty. Are you gonna kill Roa or something? I'm pretty sure I already killed Roa at this time, right? Like, I killed him yesterday time, I think? Ah, whatever. Ikue, she looks so cute doing that. Ah, whatever. As soon as I think that, Ikue looks around her. I don't know when this happened, but we're surrounded by human shapes. Ah, yeah, but now we're gonna fight Roa. Okay, what? I can't fix this, it was so sudden. You're surrounded. Get ready, Shiki. If you don't fight, you'll just die. Right? If you take off your glasses, you'll get it, won't you? They are the dead without even a finger worth of normal blood. I quickly take out my knife and take off my glasses. Actually says the people surrounding us are just scribbly lines, making a human shape. Why? You said you killed them all yesterday, who is? They must have come back, yes. These are the ones I destroyed yesterday. She narrows her eyes and glares at them. They advance sluggishly. Then, why? Were they only pretending to be dead? Of course not. I'm not weak enough to be foolish by such tricks. But the fact that I made a mistake can't be excused. I didn't make sure they dissolved into ash at the end. Scuffle. They close a circle around us. My fingers gripping my knife tremble a little. To be blunt, there's no pressure coming from the dead. Compared to the monsters like you and practically nothing. But 5 of them? Can I fight this many dead? This many who were once human? Shuki, if you hesitate, you'll die. They're no longer alive. I guess I'll save, because I feel like I'm gonna get a decision soon. But if I stayed over there, so I'll just save over it. Shuki, if you hesitate, you'll die. They're no longer any dead. They're no longer alive. Once they have their blood sucked by a vampire, becoming dead, they can no longer return. They're just dolls used by a vampire. There's no sin in killing them. I hear her voice from behind me. It seems like she moved to protect my vulnerable back. Wait, what do you mean? I mean there are many ways to magically control a dead body. It's easier to influence a human corpse with magical energy than an animal or intelligible object. It's very convenient. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go over the details. They're coming. Since I'm moving away, at the same time they attack. Okay. The shapes of death attack. They simply fly towards arms outstretched like zombies, but take a huge leap to the side and evade their attacks. Then I sense something terrible behind me. Why you? I whirl around with all my strength. There, one of the dead is trying to punch me. The dead's body is almost devoid of places without lines, which lets me slice anywhere on its body, but someone's movements are incredibly sluggish, far easier than anything that came out of Nero. The dead charges at me. I can kill them with ease. Evading the swinging arms, I aimed for the first one's unprotected lower left abdomen. In the lines of blood vessels there, I stare at the hardcore this point. Damn it. Thrash. The knife doesn't reach its target, only slashing through its upstrained arms. The one-armed dead doesn't even pause its attack. The other dead also comes in, showing no fear. The one-armed dead attacks. Right when I evade that dead, the other dead jumps on from behind. This doesn't seem like a good situation. Grind. From behind like a piggyback stance, the dead bites onto my neck. Not suck my blood or anything like that, just like a beast trying to kill its prey by biting its neck. Okay, can a human bite through a neck? The dead's mouth is shallow. It bites with its front teeth rather than its back. As a result, the dead's teeth actually break off. Even still, it tries to bite through my neck when with its flat mouth. It doesn't hurt it really. It's just disgusting. The two armed dead walk towards me. It's called biting down, even though you kind of bite up. Cause like your dual moves. Not really the fun thingy. I have to keep the dead behind me while I die. The method is simple. As it tries to continue biting my neck, I can just slice my knife through its face. But that means I'm gonna kill it. I understand. They aren't the humans, they aren't even living. But I still feel it's wrong. How naive. Even if they are corpses, if they are the shape of humans, they are moved like them. It still seems like a mistake to kill them as a human, like human being Shiki. Even cute the voices she deals with the three dead. Without thinking, despite the one in front of me, I look over to her, and I see something terribly unbelievable. What? Akuid is wounded. Yeah, I know. Even though they move so sluggishly and would only take a second to kill, Akuid is being pushed backward as dead. She was wounded yesterday too, I think. Well, I don't know if she was wounded, but something happened when she tried to stop herself. She breathes heavily, her footwork is also unsteady, and she's having difficulty evading those attacks even I can evade. The dead rip into her arms, she counters. She tears the body in two of the head to its waist. Both halves crumble to the ground. At the same time, the other waiting shades of death pounce on her. Now, with a crash, she lands on her knees, and Kashi is breathing wildly from this distance. There are two dead attacks. They kick her kneeling finger in the face and make her collapse on the ground. After that, they carry a dull expression smile as they get on top of her. Stop. She lies there, arms stretched like a cross, like when I did those disgraceful things to her last night. Stop it, you fucking bastards. Now finally I'm attacking. Stab. I cut through the space of the ones behind me, still trying to bite. A piece of lower right abdomen of the one in front of me, which was strangely paused. That's where its death is. Not even looking at it as it crumbles away, I turn around and kill the face's death behind me. I run. The ones around her realize I'm coming and get up and attack. No problem. I'll slice through their points of death as they attack me. After it's all over, I start to catch my breath. Yeah, the four figures crumble away into ash. Am I gonna get attacked by the other guy and die now? The one I could killed earlier makes 5. Killed. Without hesitating, I stop them completely. I can't think clearly, probably because regret and self-admiration are screaming at me. My panting fills the air, but it's still good. It's better than her getting hurt. For the first time with my own free will, with the mind of Tonoshiki, I use this power for someone else's sake. I keep panting, I can't seem to fully catch my breath. Because if you attack me now, I think we're just gonna get the same outcome of me not completely killing him, and then what's-her-face is just gonna kill him. Seal. I can hear slight wheezing mixed in with the wind breathing. Akuit. Turning around, I see her full of pain and on her knees. Are you okay, Akuit? I dash towards her, just curled up as she breathes like something who can do nothing, something who can do nothing else. What's wrong? You're covered in sweat. Did your wound open up? I kneel and try to look at her face. You're gonna bite me again. Shiki. However, she has a hand covering it. I can't see her face. All I can see is the bloodshot eyes through her fingers. The suffering isn't normal. The way she's breathing in terminally isn't natural. A hungry breath, bloodshot eyes, her wavering hair, neck, chill. Sensing danger, I step back. Yet, far faster than my movements is her teeth closing in to suck my blood. Oh, cool. Did I get a bad end? Oh, it's happening again. This time your eyes are red. And the background's also red. Chris' arms outstretched like that she holds my body. My breath stops in my throat as I call her name. Her bloodshot eyes, her sharp teeth like a beast, the overwhelming pressure that trains me of any will to resist. Something that's with his teeth near my neck isn't the moment I know. I can't do anything, I can't even lift a finger. I'm gonna be eaten. This is what it means to be devoured upon. Her eyes, no, her teeth push against my neck. The only thing filling my mind is fear. A shriek comes out. I almost think for an instant how painful it is for me to make such a sound. Maybe it was just my imagination, but it feels like she froze in place. Before I can confirm this, wham! A violent explosion erupts before me and Aku's body is smashed sideways. That was very nice, Seal. What? If she was hit by a car, she was blown away. She was blown back several meters, but she gets up like it was nothing. Akira stands there stunned. I can't even think of what to do either. And there, you were gonna suck his blood. A cold, scolding voice. This is your true nature, Akira Bloodstone. The merciless voice towers up from above. Yeah, it's Seal. I look up at the moon. There stands the robed figure from that one night. Senpai. There's no mistake. No matter how I look at it, it's Seal Senpai. She doesn't even look at me, but she glares at Akira crouching far away. Even if you destroy your kin, you cannot change the fact you're a vampire yourself. I don't know why you drew him close to you, but didn't you think he would end this way? Her voice is completely different from normal, neither strict nor kind. Her emotional voice is horribly devoid of any humanity. Without making a sound, Senpai descends from the streetlight to the ground. Sup? Usually it's not a thing I can mess with, but I will not overlook you trying to kill an ordinary person. It isn't part of the plan to fight you, but if there isn't a need, we can settle our score. Don't be ridiculous. I don't want anything to do with you. And she looks at Senpai hatefully. I never intended to kill him. That does not sound convincing at all. It's not like you don't realize what you did earlier, or what kind of yard he gave out when he saw you. I don't care if you hate me, but you took your insanity and directed it at him. Shall we ask him how he felt? With a turn of her head, Senpai casts a gaze at me for the first time. Hello, stranger. She averts her gaze painfully. Silence fills the park. I don't really care. A footstep. The rope senpai takes it only one step towards me. Get back, vampire. You have no right to stay by his side from the beginning. What? That's not true. I don't even know who senpai is or what happened to Akuda earlier, but I can at least declare this. Because I myself want to be by his side. You're wrong. What's with you coming out here of nowhere wielding weapons close and speaking like you understand everything? Akuda is definitely a vampire, but she hasn't drunk blood even once. That was probably just a joke, and you don't even have a right to. Please be quiet, Tonokan. She hasn't drunk blood even once, yet suddenly these past 800 years there's no record of her having any victims. However, just shut up. I don't care to listen to whatever strange story you have to say. Look, if you try to get in her way, I'll not forgive you. I'll not forgive you even you. After all, I'm helping her because I want to. It's none of your business to interfere. Tonokan, you. An inkling of emotions entered her voice. I understand. If you say so, then I won't do anything else. Good. However, you're gonna kill me. Senpai changes her gaze to Akuid. Akuid looks away, not at me or Senpai. As he said, Akuid bursts down. Do you still intend to be by his side after this? Akuid doesn't answer. She raises her head to look at me once and then runs off into the night. Oh, that's no good. Hey, why are you leaving, Akuid? I start to run after her. But my feet don't leave the ground. Senpai walks over to me. I won't let you follow her. I can't let you be killed, Tonoken. In her hands a thin, rod-like blade. One of them stands by my feet, pinning my shadow to the ground. Wow, I really hate you. You cannot move until that is removed. No matter how much you struggle, your shadow will struggle just as hard to not separate from you. So if I'm running around, I'll lose her. I grip the blade behind me, but no matter what I do, I can't pull it out. I'm going to die. I'm going to get killed by Roa. I forgot to mention this, but I'm the only one who can remove it, so please give up. Seeing that she stops in front of me, I glare at her. She takes in my glare and then sighs. Geez, really, why do you go so overboard so much, Tonoken, eh? As senpai. I know, I don't hate her myself, but this is for both of our sakes. I will let you go soon, so please do what I have to say for a while. I don't want to. She looks up hesitantly. This is the least Julie senpai I know from school. Is that why? Even though I still can't grasp the situation, I try to calm down. This is abrupt, so I'm prepared for you to hate me, but I have something I have to tell you. I don't really care, but okay. Very sorry for restraining you like this, Senpai bows her head. She dressed strangely, but Senpai is still Senpai. And I still hate her. It's okay. I'm not angry, so please don't apologize. You already helped me once, and I want to ask you some things as well. That does help, but, what would you like to ask, Sonoken? Isn't it obvious? Just who are you, Senpai? Just like that, smashing away a Kuwait, and I'm the only one who remembers you at school. Senpai gives a sigh in response, then let me ask, Sonoken, what do you think about me? I've only heard some things from Akuda and the church and stuff. So I actually know I'm an exorcist from the church. My specialty is hunting vampires. I can't answer anything else, but I think that's enough for you. Enough? Why would someone like you even come to my school? If you wanted to exterminate vampires, wouldn't you search a city like Akuda? No, there was a reason for me to come to your school, Tonoken. Right, since it overlaps with the talk I want to give you, I will ask you the question from now on. Tonoken, you seem to have teamed up with her, but do you know anything about what she's after? Yeah. Well, I heard she's the old type of vampire who drinks the blood of humans to expand his territory. As soon as you know about the main two classifications of vampires, then I think you know about how he is imperfectly immortal, yeah. But how he needs to drink blood to maintain his body, but on the other hand, as long as he can't drink, he'll never age right, yes. But you can't say he's immortal in the end, can't you? Besides, there are ones for whom drink blood does not maintain their body fully, and there are some that are exterminated by us. You can't call something that dies like that immortal. I thought mortal just meant like you just don't die of age. You're not mortal. Like age doesn't kill you. And like being invincible means nothing can kill you. Well, certainly he's not immune to death. I don't know what Senpai is trying to get at here. Is this related to why you came to my school? You wanna kill me? Of course. Jeez, please wait until I'm finished. Okay, but if you could give me the short version, I'll appreciate it. Oh really? If that's the case, then I'll explain these directly as I can. Senpai seems a little disappointed. Good. Then that's a simple explanation. Anyway, the immortality of the vampires, you know, that puzzle is very unstable. For them, it is merely a prolongation of their lifespans, many times that of normal people. A question, not only are their lifespans long, but they also have unnatural powers. Is there any relation? Not really. The individual powers are things that they had when they were human, strengthened over hundreds of years, continue their studies from their human lives, giving them these extraordinary powers. The other apostles each have different goals, and what they each decide to study is different. Because of that, there was one who seriously studied immortality. He became immortal, yet he still researched it? Yes. The instant the death apostles becomes vampires, they assume they have reached the limit of immortality as humans. However, he felt it was just degradation. He did not want something so imperfect, and he wanted to come with a more perfect immortality. Senpai seems to be engaged, but as long as something has shape, it cannot but perish. There isn't anything that can withstand the passage of time. Yes, Roa. Vampires many have a resistance higher than that of normal humans. Anything living internalizes death the moment it is born. Even if it is in possession of a body which does not age, as long as it exists, it cannot escape death. To escape is to not die. This contradiction is a problem that cannot be solved. Yeah, everyone has a death within them. Even if there's someone who doesn't, then that's might be someone that doesn't exist in the first place. Even a curate can die during the day. Can't be anything that cannot die in this world. That's the reason, but he concluded that if he could preserve his existence after death, then he would be immortal. It isn't in our doctrine, but this is what you call reincarnation. Even if you die, you could preserve your sense of self and start over again as a new human. That'd be eluding death. Well, when he isn't completely annihilated, he isn't dead, so it's actually not quite eluding death. Reincarnation, you mean if he dies, he will start over as a baby? Yes. While he is born, he chooses his next host, and when he is born, once he's alive, he chooses his next host. When he is born, he transmits all information of himself. The information stays deep within the baby until it's matured or until it gains intelligence as its own. As soon as the baby has its intelligence to succeed itself, the baby becomes a new vampire that is him. Wait a minute, what's that? Don't tell me that he has surgery on it while it's in his mother or something like that. No, it's nothing medical, because the instant his body is destroyed, his reincarnated to the body he chose as his next body. I said all of his information earlier, but to use simpler terms, think of it as a cell. It would be quite correct to say his body propagates through the air and takes over someone else's body, but similar to an electromagnetic wave. In this sense, the human brain is what does the transmitting and the receiving. His exceptional point is that he took this cell, which is incapable, incalculable, and something that disperses as soon as it leaves the envelope of the body and processes it as something that could be transmitted. Sorry, Senpai, I cannot seem to see how this relates to you coming to my school. It is related because this reincarnation vampire is in your school, Tanakan. Huh? The vampire I'm pursuing and the one Akuda is pursuing are the same. Though she probably refers to him as his enemy. I nod silently. Certainly this she only uses the word enemy, but she never told me anything about him. Her duty was to kill the vampires, but since he appears, she only pursued him. He has reincarnated 17 times already. She has destroyed him every time, but even if he dies, he will just be reborn, right? Isn't that pointless? Yes. He is killed by her, reincarnated each time, and is killed again by her. The cycle has been repeated over and over. If a curate has the power to kill not body but the meaning, then this probably wouldn't happen. Senpai looks down a little, and it seems like she is gritting her teeth. I don't know why, however it appears that Senpai also has some grudge against the enemy like a curate does. Yeah, I know why. Senpai, what kind of vampire is he? He He was originally a man, but that can change depending on his body he reincarnates into. The troubling part of this dead apostle is that his reincarnations are hard to find. Because he is probably born as a human baby and it has parents, he transforms into a vampire, and only when he reaches the age where he can do everything at satisfactory level. Until then, that human shows no hint of being a vampire, but once he awakens, he uses the relationship he's gained until that point to blend perfect into society. He does the church that takes his presence, usually after a whole town is turned into the dead. Wait a minute, then this new host you wouldn't even realize is a vampire until he awakens? Yes, but it isn't like two people sharing one body. The baby was born inside him still human. I've already seen this explanation. His name? Yes, did he say something? His name. You kept saying enemy and him, but I can't understand that. But I can understand that. Can you tell me his name? Yeah, Yalata never knowing why I'm angry. She doesn't look flustered at all. She only looks at me sympathetically. No problem. Among the dead apostle, he's known as the serpent of, Akasha. This is due to the serpent being the symbol of infinity and cycles, shedding its skin and gaining a new body. It was a perfect for his name. I did hear he was like the serpent, but Akasha, okay? On the other hand, he's recorded in the church as the infinite reincarnator. His human name is Michael Roa Val Damjong. I know Roa. He's also referred to simply as Roa. Ro, never heard of it. Of course, it's not like I've ever met him. In short, you came to my school because you knew this Roa was there. Yes, it's true it was a sketchy feeling, but I knew this reincarnation of Ro was here, and it's me. Well, it's not me, but you think it's me. I can sense from far better than a Kuwait. That's why I came here much earlier than a Kuwait, and already find out who his new host is. The voice stops for some reason. Senpai looks at me sympathetically like before. I explained this before, but Ro chooses fine lineage and excellent bodies for his next host. Ah. So I'm saying, that's why I'm saying this conversation is weird. Yeah, you translates me, yeah. Ha ha ha. I'm the one who's laughing dryly. What are you saying, Senpai? That can't be. Senpai doesn't answer, almost as if she translates that I am this Roa's host. But there can be no doubt. The Tono family has something different in its blood. It has power and the latent superhuman ability that Roa needs. The power used to defeat the dead earlier wasn't human. So this time Roa's host is unmistakably Tonoshiki. I don't understand. I don't understand a single thing she says. I need to kill her, that's what I need to do. Hey, why can you be so certain, Senpai? What? Because I'm the one who decides all this. She says that's something I can't understand once more. What? But it's different. You're the one killed, yet you are the one who survived. The one who survived and the one who killed is dead. The one who killed is dead. I think all the mistake began there. She says as if she's on the verge of mentally. Senpai pulls the sword from the ground by my feet. Ah, this is all I had to tell you. I'll leave the rest for you to decide, Tono-kun. Leave it to me, but according to your story, to be honest, I don't know either. You're an incredibly ordinary person like a student you could find anywhere. My intuition is to be wrong, because you're someone who couldn't be in a world like mine. Who knows? With a sad smile, Senpai leaps in incredible distance for me. Is it trying to tell me she's someone else now? An unreachable far distance. Cool. I still can't leave Akud alone. Unless I chase after her now, I feel like I'll never see her again. You're going after her, Tonokun? Senpai's voice it turns to the way it was when she drove Akud off, an affectionate voice devoid of emotion. Yeah, because you're a person of the church, I know she's an enemy of yours. But all things have happened and I agree to help her, so I have to look for her. I don't know what she'll do if I leave her by herself. Laughing as if it was a joke, if I tell her later and turn around. Please wait. If you go after her, you'll only get killed. You must not see a cute bloodstone again, only get killed. Well, you may not believe it, but she really doesn't suck blood. She's quite a good person, actually, I know. She certainly hasn't sucked human blood, however, that's the end of it. True ancestor who gives into the vampiric impulse once can only pull downwards from there. My feet freeze in place. Senpai, true ancestor vampiric impulse, what do you mean? I mean the desire to suck blood. Some of the chapters have impulse in their name. Jonathan, the vampire called the apostles, mostly become vampires after vampires suck their blood. To preserve their bodies, they need the blood of humans. In other words, they can't escape drinking blood if they want to live. But the ones that were vampires at the beginning are different. The dead apostles were originally humans like us, so maybe you can still call them human. However, if something was born vampire, can you call it human? What are you saying, Senpai? I'm asking about a Kuwait. This is about her. I won't let you say you never thought about it. If dead apostles become vampires, then vampires, there has to be an origin, an existence that is a vampire from the beginning. Hmm. These vampires actually are a different species from us. We call them true ancestors, those who don't need human blood, and have special powers equivalent to no surpassing the dead apostles. She's a member of the royal family of the true ancestors, although they don't have any rank structure, so saying well isn't quite accurate. So Senpai, this conversation doesn't seem to have anything to do with me. It does. Those vampires known as true ancestors have a deeper meaning, a deeper impulse to drink blood than the deeper dead apostles. Our eyes are completely emotionless like mirrors. They show my agitated face. Do you see, Tonakan, the true ancestors can live without human blood, however, make a mistake, maybe a mistake happened in their evolution, or maybe there's no such thing as a perfect existence. But anyway, there's a period when they desire the blood of a human. For instance, the human that has his blood drunk by them, he no longer remains human. The true ancestors are on a different scale from humans and from humans as creatures. When the power life of a true ancestor touches the blood of a human, there's sheer difference. Means human cannot remain human after such contact. Like a small wave absorbed into a large wave, that person becomes a part of the trance as to simplify it becomes the doll. The problem is that there's no reason for their vampiric impulse, there's no reason, so there's no way to stop it. The fatal flaw is an otherwise perfect existence. You call it a terminal illness anyway. They live by resisting their urge to suck blood. It isn't a matter of using the mind to put with it. They use all their power to resist this urge and seal it within themselves by force. But using their enormous power to harm themselves, they're suppressing the vampiric impulse. But something external causes them to lose their power. What do you think would happen to their ability to suppress it? Something external causes them to lose their power. I see. So that's why they're like that. Such as receiving a wound which would require power to heal, or using power to regenerate after being killed completely. So let's say she has 10 times the units of power, and she uses 7 of them to resist the urge to suck blood inside her. But if for some reason she loses 5 of them of the 10, then even if she uses all her remaining power, she can only use 5 units of power to resist. That's not enough. Then what will it take away from her? And okay, I guess I'll stop now. So like a lot of this chapter, but yeah.